Hey everyone, it's Mike Andes, founder and CEO at Copilot CRM, with some exciting announcements that have happened on the back end of Copilot over the past week. Now, some CRMs and software packages are still running on outdated third-party infrastructure. And honestly, if software is not running on AWS, Azure, or other cloud platforms, your data, security, and the performance of the platform is at risk. And when someone's not using a cloud provider like AWS or Azure, upgrades mean extended and unreliable downtime, manual prep, and emergency workarounds like printing off your route sheets when things go down. And in the past, this has happened at Copilot. Last year, we had significant issues around these problems, and today, and the upgrades that we're making is a huge step towards making sure that this doesn't happen in the future. Now, these other platforms that are using this outdated technology in the back end makes them very reactive. They can only make changes after disruption hits, instead of automatically scaling up databases as backup. At Copilot, we're moving to a modern cloud-native architecture, and we recently migrated to Amazon Aurora. Now, they claim that they go 5 times faster than current databases, and they're cloud replicated and self-healing. This means that if something was to go wrong with one database, it can immediately replicate as well as scale up in a different database center. We are running on the highest performance Graviton 4 based R8G instances. And you're like, what in the world does this mean? And I just share the back end because that is really the struggle that we've had last year at Copilot as we begin to scale the company up. And it really comes down to these back end elements that you don't see. It's not fancy features, but there's been a huge amount of work to move the database over. So what's been the results? A 50% reduction in the load on the database, faster automated actions using SQS. Think anything like text, email, creating invoices, creating recurring visits, anything that's automated inside the system, much, much faster. This allows for seamless auto scaling of our database during peak hours. So especially in the morning, like 4 a.m. till 8 a.m., that's a huge amount of load as everyone's clocking in, they're checking their dispatch board, they're moving things around, they're invoicing, and we need to be able to scale automatically inside the database, and that's now possible. There's continuous backups and faster recovery if anything were to go wrong. This allows the platform to run smoother, faster, and more reliably. Now, the reason we're rolling out this today is because this backend improvement really lays the foundation for us to scale without problems. Over the next 48 hours, we're going to be launching a whole bunch of new stuff at Copilot, and it's going to be based on this foundational element in the backend to make sure that there's stability and reliability. This is going to include an email builder, changes to the invoices, payments, and the customer portal. We are also rolling out the beta for the Field Force mobile app that we look forward to sharing with all of you next month. Although this update doesn't change much on the front end and what you're seeing as a member of Copilot, just know that this foundation allows us to move much faster with much more reliability, and we look forward over the next 48 hours to showing you the power of what this can do on the back end.